I'm Morgan Cox, and this is Nathan Cox, and we are the two best men here. And actually, with access to a microphone and a few cocktails down the hatch, we're also my mother's worst nightmare. Beeper. Is that cool? Nathan and I would first like to thank a few people here. First and foremost, the tentist for pitching a well-pitched tent. I think we can all appreciate that on a hot June night. We'd also like to thank Mr. B, I'm not going to butcher your last name, but for taking us on the boat yesterday. And we'd also like to thank the parents, Lynn, Lynette, Nancy, George, Jan, and Bruce. All right, Dad. I was told that if I got nervous up here talking to everyone, that I should just imagine everyone naked.
Nate's fly's open.
Hey there, Tom. I want you all to prepare yourselves for plenty of laughs and plenty of tears throughout the speech. On second thought, the tears won't be for my sister Megan because she'll have to sit through the next 6 or so minutes without a drink.
Turn up the volume.
What is a wedding? One might say it's what Nathan does to his pants after a long night of drinking. Pause for laughter and don't forget to smile. To think it seems like only yesterday that Matt, old Uncle Tom, and 2 still unidentified others were in my room about 24 beers deep, each, about 4 in the morning, shaking my bed violently and yelling things a little too inappropriate for mixed company. But
N-bombs.
I grew stronger from it. I was only 14 at the time, freshman in high school, trying to wake up for freshman football practice in the morning, maybe an hour later. But luckily, I grew into the man I am. It didn't mess me up too much. I agree! Look
at Nathan playing pocket pool.
Morgan and I to this day are still amazed that Matt can land a girl as beautiful, funny, and nice as Jess. But then again, if Matt can do it, it makes Morgan and I feel a lot better about ourselves. Alright, fellas? But the moment we knew Matt and Jess would get married was actually the day Matt called us, put us on speaker, and what did he say? That he just proposed to her? Actually, Megan Cox wrote that joke, ladies and gentlemen. Megan Cox, yeah, for once. Boom! But in all seriousness, I knew that Jessica was going to be Matt's wife one night at a bar in Charlotte. I even told her that night, and I think she got a little creeped out, but I was right.
Pretty-ish.
And that's actually the only thing I remember about Charlotte. Nothing else happens. Don't ask me that. That's true. Yeah, Mountaineers beat UNC. Go Mountaineers. Or go UNC too, because I know there are people here who might want to beat me up. It was a lot of fun growing up with Matt. Matt used to make home videos where he was the director. And he would dress us, me and Morgan, up as plumbers, showing half our butt cracks. Dress me up as Underwear Man, superhero, which consisted of me wearing skid-marked underwear on my head. And
in your face, motherfucker!
And beautifully sounding Conway Twitty. Hello, darling.
Nice to see.
It's been
So, Matt,
my life. As my older brother, I've always looked up to you. In whether it be the music I listen to, the clothes I wear, the hand-me-downs that actually Tom took a lot of them now that being tossed from a bar for making pee-pee under the table.
Alright.
I've tried my damnedest to be like you. But girls like Jessica are 1 in a million, so that one would be the hardest to imitate.
I too have grown up idolizing Matt, whether it be copying his small mannerisms, wearing the mini hand-me-downs that Tom decided to pass up, or chasing girls as pretty as Jess. But the entire Cox family is so happy that we have years and years to look forward to of your unbelievable homemade guacamole, your infectious laugh during our awful jokes, and the many prank phone calls made in the wee hours of the night with you and towards you.
Some people in attendance are victims of this.
Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are.
Looking after us growing up, he's an awesome older brother and a true friend. But I was a precocious yet mild-mannered ginger, little gingelet. And I always found new ways of getting myself into trouble. On one such occasion, I decided it would be a good idea to slide down the ascending escalator at the mall, and within seconds was clinging for my dear 3-year-old life. I screamed loud enough that Matt heard me, pulled me off, and saved the day.
I have a very similar story. One of my most vivid memories from the 5 years rather, that I lived in West Virginia was the first time I ever tried riding a 2-wheel bike.
F you,
I
Nate.
was probably about 4 years old and tried propping myself up on the bike and immediately went right onto the other side, into the gravel, and started bawling, screaming for anyone to come help me, but doubting that anyone was going to
Started screaming at my own beeper.
Lo and behold, Matt ran through the front door, through the front yard, came down and scooped me up and took me back in to get patched up.
Because you're beeper.
And so, Jess, what we want you to know is that no matter what the situation, low or high, Matt's always going to look after you and take care of you, whatever the situation, and we love you.
No matter what the situation will be
the
for
real
us.
celebration is the rest of your lives together. But before I get into the toast, I like to quote. This is a toast. One of my favorite poets, actually the British poet William Idle, who said, "It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding." But what I think he meant by that was, today, you two are starting again. Your wedding day, this time,
Pocket pull.
as one. And now for the toast. It's a poem I wrote on my own.
Jess.
Jessica, Jessica, my new sister. These rental shoes made my feet blister. Matthew, Matthew, older brother. My favorite dancing song is Mother. An awful rhyme, we all know it. I never really was a poet. So whether teetotaler or drunken mess, let's raise a glass to Matt and Jess. To years of bliss plus many more, well, I bide my time with dirty. We love you guys. Cheers. The dance floor is now open, so without further ado, let's get it started in here.